Hi guys. This is going to be my forecast video for the week of April 28th. On my screen currently is the Forex Factory calendar for the upcoming week. So you can see Monday we don't have any news, and then from Tuesday through Friday we have a bunch of red folder news, specifically pointing out that we have GDP coming out Wednesday morning. And we also have non-farm employment and the unemployment rate coming out on Friday. So it should be a good week volatility wise in the market. But I will also be trying to reinforce my own trading plan here and wait for my setups. Try to be more patient and possibly, I don't know. I feel like on Thursday potentially we don't get a lot of action. Could be a choppy day um, while the market waits for Friday news. So I just have to, keep that in the back of my mind, but also pointed it out in case this helps anybody else. So yeah, a big news week this week coming up. So going to the charts, starting with the weekly. This is the previous week's candle. You can see that the previous week's candle we closed bullish. But we're also closing inside of a bearish breaker block and a bearish fair value gap on the weekly chart. However, because in the previous few weeks we swept some liquidity, it's looking like price may be working its way up to at least take out this buy side. Since we have a bullish order block here, it's possible that price will retrace into this order block before pushing up and maybe just flicking to take out the buy side liquidity before retracing down, or maybe it pushes a little bit higher. I'm not fully confident in that like super bullish bias just yet. I could see I mean I could see we have some relative equal highs here. So at some point you would expect they would get swept, but I'm not sure if the market is truly ready for that just yet. So, what would be interesting is to come back for next week's forecast and see where the price end up, right? If we create a new high, that's a positive sign, especially since we would have also confirmed a new higher low. But just focusing on this upcoming week, um, based off of what the chart looks like on the weekly time frame, I would expect price to retrace into this order block and then shoot up to take out this buy side liquidity. On the daily, this is Friday's candle, and you can see Friday's candle. So Thursday, Thursday's candle swept the relative equal highs here and also took out some additional buy side liquidity here, but it failed to close above those two areas. However, Friday essentially like tap back into the breaker structure area before closing above the previous liquidity. So more bullishness. Um, and I know some people look at the wicks and can consider that to be a fair value gap. So if you did, then you have a fair value gap essentially from here to here. So from Friday's open to Wednesday's close, you have a fair value gap. And then you also have another gap here. But just looking at that, um, maybe again, this would align, this area right here aligns with the weekly order block. So more reason to think retrace and then jump. So that's the weekly is I'm leaning towards bullish, but with a a retrace first. Or maybe price just decides to shoot straight up. Not sure. Gonna play the charts as I see them. And just going off of candles, for Monday, you would kind of expect to see it be a bullish day just based off of Friday's close. Um, but anything is possible. And then also with Monday not having any news, it could potentially be an inside day setting up for Tuesday. So that's ES. I'll look at NQ, but it's pretty much the same scenario, right? So you have a bullish order block on the weekly, bullish close on the weekly, retrace into bearish breaker block with buy side liquidity available. And on the DOE, it's the same exact setup. Bullish close for Friday, possible retrace, and then bounce. Yeah. So hopefully this was helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you have a bias heading into this upcoming week. And I wish everyone a successful trading week. Talk to you in the next one.